I don't know if there's video, but look, I just know him. This gentleman leads from the front. He is a leader's leader. This gentleman is phenomenal. He believes in using the system. And this is why he has built in every country that we are in. This gentleman is just taking over, taking names, taking this thing by force. Wait, look, just get to the edge of your seat and wait until you hear from our brother Steve that's about to join you.
Yeah, so before Huyn, I was actually working in the Korean entertainment industry as a content producer and as a CEO. Back then, everyone told me, Steve, do not get involved in K-pop. Korean artists, they don't speak English, they're not going to do well here in America. But I saw a big vision. As I was working in the industry exploded. My company exploded, started working with big stars, J Park, CL, and a lot of top agencies in Korea just started contacting me. At that time, I was like, wow, this could be something big. And now I see the same thing happening with K-Beauty and of course Huyn. One message, of course, I'd love to share with everyone is have a big plan, have a big vision so that others can actually see themselves in your vision. I truly want to help people build something that lasts. Something they can actually take with them, not just for the next 6 months or a year or 2 years, but literally the next 10, 20, 30. You're gonna pass it down to their kids and create legacy. The best part is just the beginning. Hello, I'm Steve, National Director of Huyn. Super excited to be here. I've been building this business globally now for over 3 years. And every country I've been going to, every person I've been meeting, truly believe in the products, truly believe in the team behind it as well, and so excited for what's about to become for Huyn as well.
All right, and now for a masterclass in business, please help me welcome National Director Steve Young.
Great to be here with all of you. Christy Bellison just went over fire, social media training. I mean, we have a jam-packed day today. I'm so excited for all of you to be with us at the final day of the convention. I can't believe that we're already here at the last day. How amazing has it been so far? Can we show the appreciation with I remember, coming to my first convention, and right now with Huyn, it's been 3 years. But for those that don't know my story, I first got involved in this industry, over 13 years ago, just as a part-timer. I remember coming to my first convention just like this. I sat by myself, didn't have a team, but I got inspired. That first convention, I got inspired to become an entrepreneur, to become better in this industry. And through being coachable, being teachable, following the system over the course of years, I met Huyn. And 3 years ago, I was introduced to Huyn, and I first heard, of course, K-Beauty skincare. I was very impressed with the story, but at the same time, I had a little bit of doubt because I've never been in the beauty industry. I've never been in the skincare industry. Plus, I'm a guy as well. So I thought, can a guy like myself really have success in the industry? But here's what I found out. The company already went #1 in Korea. The company had already proven products. The company was innovating. They had a big vision. And when I saw the company's vision of becoming into 10, 20, 30, 50 countries and becoming a multi-billion-dollar organization, here's what I saw. I saw, I want to be a part of that. I don't want to miss out on this opportunity. So I got started with the company right away, right? Wasn't easy right away, but I still went to work, went to these conventions, worked on my craft, got better, and fast forward, became team leader, became director, and now today became a national director. Now I'm doing business in 11 countries, guys. I mean, how amazing is that? A guy like myself that doesn't come from the industry can still have success. And for all of you that are here today, ask me the question, can you have success? Can you make it? Right? The answer is yes, okay? My topic today is talking about the compensation plan, right? And I love the compensation plan. I love numbers. I went to school for business. I was always fascinated with growth and numbers and, working in emerging markets as well. And the compensation plan, when I first went to the compensation plan, I was blown away. Because it gave an average person the opportunity to make an extra income aside to actually offset some bills. But more than that, it actually gave opportunity for individuals individuals that want to actually put in more time into this, that want to be top earners. And for the 5%ers and 10%ers, the people that want to make really big money, it was also available as well. I have never seen a compensation plan like Huyn before. I was blown away, right? And once I understood the compensation plan, right, and once I started practicing the compensation plan, everything changed. I know many of you right now, you are just planners, you're just managers, you're senior managers, maybe you're just team leaders, and you haven't seen the full compensation plan yet. Today, I'm going to share with you how it works and break it down to all of you on how simple the compensation plan is, okay? So there's only two ways to join Huyn's compensation plan, okay? You can only join as a planner or a customer, right? And here, you're going to see exactly a short clip of what the difference is between a planner and a customer. So let's go over the breakdown between a planner versus a customer, okay? With this short video. So the main difference is this: a customer is someone that just purchases the products, use it, they get some discounts after becoming a VIP member and a VVIP member. And the only difference between a planner is they do the same thing, but at the same time they're actually making income, and it also has a chance to build a team, okay? So you choose. You want to be a customer or planner, right? And if you look at the compensation plan, I want to share with you a little bit overview of how the system works, right? How the compensation works in terms of positions, right? You start at a position called planner, and you work your way up here. Let me show you a little design here as well. Planner, manager, and senior manager, we talk about that's the now money, right? That's when we first get started, we're out there doing pop-ups, meetings, Zoom calls, we're doing presentations. That's the money you're earning on a weekly basis or on a monthly basis, right? And then of course, after you become a team leader, now you have a team, so you will have more leveraged income, right? Now you're working with a team, you have more planners, managers, they're doing their own meetings, they're doing their own pop-ups, so now you have what's called leveraged income. And then when you get to a position called director, senior director, national director, right? It's more based on leadership, right? It's more based on leadership income. Now you have developed many team leaders, many directors, and the income you're making is not based on your personal efforts, but it's based on all the leaders you created on your team, right? So those are pretty much the three components. And I want to share with you here that as a planner, right, when we first get started, we all start as a planner. We get started, we sign up, and we start at 10%, right? And as a planner, the best part is, there's no, requirements on buying products or selling products. There's no monthly sale quotas, right? There's no monthly fees or audition requirements, nothing like that at all. So planner is obviously a very easy entry for anyone to get started with us. But as soon as you go out there and you start getting some customers, right? As soon as you get some partners and you accrue 3,000 what's called SP points, you could become a manager and you could become a senior manager. And that's where the now money is, right? That's where the little bit of a few pages first comes in. When someone first gets started, they're becoming a manager, a senior manager, maybe first 24 hours, first 40 hours, first 70 days, first 30 days, or maybe in the first 3 months. That first few paychecks is that little now money based on what you've done, right? But as I mentioned, as you become a team leader, right, as you have a team, you get a little bit more leverage. And of course, going into becoming a director and senior national, now you have leverage income as well, okay? And the requirements are very simple, right? Planner, there's no requirements. All you have to say is just say yes. Say yes to yourself and you're in as a planner, right? Next position is called manager, where all you really have to do is accumulate 3,000 SP points, okay, in a rolling 3 months calendar. So I could do 1,000 SP a month for 3 months straight, or 3,000 SP anytime in 3 months, right? We have many people that become managers in the first day. Many people that become managers in the first 2 months, right? Doesn't matter how long you take, but as long as you accrue that 3,000 SP points, you can become a manager, right? And for those that are managers today, and you're saying, hey Steve, how can I become a senior manager? Very simple. All you need now is 6,000 points. Once you accrue 6,000 SP points, right? It could be your personal orders, it could be your custom orders, right? Some people that you work with your team, then as long as you meet the 6,000 SP requirements, you're now a senior manager, right? And now you can enjoy the benefits of a senior manager, which of course are having higher commissions and earn multi-generation pay as well as a senior manager. Let's talk about team leader, right? Very simple. I know many of you today are on your way to becoming a team leader, which is pretty much your first leadership position in the company. There's no right or wrong way of doing it, but only thing you have to do, the requirement is this: just get 50,000 SP points, okay, in a rolling 5-month calendar. That's all it is, 50,000 SP points. And you need to meet a minimum of 3 senior managers in 3 separate organizations, okay? That's team leader. Some people do this in 5 months, some people do this in 4 months. Me personally, I did it in 7 days. And the way that I did it in 7 days is I signed up as a senior manager my first day, and literally my first 7 days, I introduced the products to over 50 people. And out of the 50 people that saw the products, used the products, loved it, and they're saying, hey, I want to be a part of this business. And many of that people, 8 to 10 of them, said, hey, I want to join as senior managers and managers. So the accumulation of that 50,000 points in my first 7 days made me a team leader in my first 7 days, right? That's how I personally became a team leader working with Huyn, right? And actually become a director, right? Becoming a director is very simple. All you have to do is a total of 600,000 SP points, right? In a rolling 6 months calendar, which just means that's 100,000 SP a month for 6 months straight, or 600,000 points anytime in 6 months. Now, some of you say, hey, Steve, that's a lot of points. How do you do 600,000 SP points, right? With a minimum of, course, 3 team leader legs. Well, very simple. I realized as I go out there and help many people become senior managers, help many people become team leaders, I automatically became a director. Don't focus too much on the position. Focus on you going out there and being a servant leader. Go out there and being a servant leader, going out there and helping people in meetings, helping them become managers, help people become senior managers, help people become team leaders. And the more people you're helping on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, here's what's going to happen. You're automatically going to become a director. So go out there and be a servant leader. Can we all do that? Can we all become servant leaders, right? Yes. And after director, right, after becoming a director, you want to become what's called a senior director, right? We have many senior directors in the room here today with us, and senior directors just means that you help 2 people, right, 2 individuals, become a director in 2 separate organizations, 2 separate legs, right? And once you do that, you become a senior director. When I was a director, I remember going out to Taiwan, and Jackie, national director, he became one of my first directors. And also Corey, one of our top leaders, of course, in North America, became one of our top directors as well. And that's how I became a senior director, right? So you go out there and you help 2 people become a director, you become a senior director, right? And the last position, of course, which is national director, it just means that you went out there and you help at least 4 individuals become a director. That's it. So the more you help people become team leaders, become directors, you automatically become team leader, or automatically become a national director as well. Now the company has this 6 ways we get paid, okay? We have what's called retail commissions, okay? We also have which you can get paid up to 54% in retail commissions. We have something called open group, which is get paid up to 30%, union level, which is the difference between 3 to 5%, leadership match up to 40%, leadership override up to 4%, and revenue share, which is about 1%. And of course, you may not understand all the numbers today, which is fine. You don't have to understand everything on your day one. All you have to do is just work a compensation plan on a week-to-week basis, month-to-month basis, and you can level up according to your rank as well. We have also what's called top retailer bonus. You guys heard the announcements we just had this past weekend about top retailer bonus. I love this section because it rewards the individuals that are going out there and getting customers. See, instead of earning only 20 or 30 or 40%, you could earn additional 5%, additional 10%. And how do you do that? Well, it's very simple, right? I could go out there as a senior manager. I'll give you an example here. If I'm a senior manager, okay, my base commission is 30%, right? Now on that month, okay, if I go out there and I do 4,000 SP in total customer sales, right? Guess what's happening? I'm gonna get an additional 10% extra on top of the 30%. So when I talk to business owners and spa owners, right, and estheticians, like, Steve, I'm not really looking to build a team, but I have so many customers. I have so many customers. I have monthly, a lot of customer sales. How much can I earn with Huyn? Well, I tell them, look, you're at 30% as a senior manager, but as you build these customers up and you get a lot of these, you get the 10 active customers and you have your 4,000 SP, Here's what you can do. You can become the senior manager and earn 40% versus only 30%, right? And business owners love that. They don't have to build a team. They don't need partners, and they can still earn up to 40% in commission, guys. Isn't that a pretty amazing compensation plan, right? Let's give that a round of applause, right? You know, one thing I see with Huyn and a lot of the companies is to earn the type of percentage. In most companies, you need to have a team. You gotta recruit. You gotta do monthly purchases, monthly sale quotas, right? When I signed up, Huyn says, hey, all you gotta do is 6,000 points to reach that percentage, and you can earn. I was blown away. So Huyn is different, right? That's why I love the compensation plan so much. We have something called also open group commission, okay? What's open group? Open group commission just means this. As I introduce other people to Huyn, and as they join my team, as they buy products, as they sell products, I get an additional 5 to 30% in commission based on their sales. Now, can we all agree that in our lives, we've always been sharing maybe a good book, a good restaurant, a good movie before, right? How many of us have done that before, right? All the time. Our entire lives, we go out there and share great things all the time. And I've met people and say, hey Steve, I'm not really into sharing and making money off people. Well, your entire life you've been doing this without getting paid. Huyn says this, share a good product and you get paid. If you had an amazing product, if you can help somebody look younger and better, you can help people get rid of their wrinkles, help people get rid of their acne, help people have better hair, help people have a better financial career, why wouldn't you want to share that? Right? You don't want to keep that a secret, right? You don't want to keep that a secret. You want to bless it. And we want to go out there and share this with as many people as possible, right? So open group is when you go out there, you introduce individuals to the business plan, they sign up as planners, they get started, they're buying products, they're ordering for themselves, they're getting customers, they're building a team, you're earning commission, right? So manager, okay, currently right now, okay, if you are a manager right now, you're at a 20% base commission. Now if I go out there and I introduce Huyn, right, to my friend Corey, and she signs up, let's say, as a planner. Planners make 10%, I'm at 20%. What's the difference between 20 minus 10%? Anyone know? 10%? Oh wow, we do have a few people in math over here. I heard nothing over here, right? Maybe this side has all the math knowledge over here, right? So that's 10%, right? So if I'm a manager, I sign up my friend Corey as a planner, she does 10%, the difference is 10%. So as a manager, I'm earning 10% in commission. If I have a customer that signs up, right, and my customer says, hey Steve, I just want to become a customer. I don't want to sign up as a planner, I don't want to do this business, but I love the products, right? That's fine too, right? If a customer joins, let's say Christina joins and she's a customer, right? She's earning her benefits as a customer, but guess how much I'm earning as a manager? 20%, right? And let's say Christina goes, wait Steve, you're making money doing this too as well? I want to join this one. But let's say she becomes a manager, right? I'm a manager, let's say we're both in the same position, right? And guess what? I'm earning 5%, right? If we're in the same position, it's 5% commission, right? So that's manager. It's very simple to understand and simple to understand. One key thing about manager that all of you should know is this. As a manager, you only get paid on your personal orders, your custom orders, and your first level distributor, their orders and their custom orders. Okay? You do not get paid on level 2, 3, 4, and on as a manager. Okay, just letting everybody know. So when someone says, so what's the biggest difference between senior manager and manager? Well, as senior manager, yes, you're earning 30%, which is obviously more than 20%. But on top of that, you start getting paid below your second level. We call this 5% multi-generational pay, right? So for example, if you have a planner that signs up and that planner signs up with another planner, and that line's just growing, and you have multiple people now on your level 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and on, and let's say there's no senior managers, all planners, managers in that entire leg, you're getting 5% extra, right? 5% override on levels 2, 3, 4, 5, and on. So as a senior manager, it's not just first level you're getting paid multiple generations as a senior manager. A lot more benefits, plus you're making 30%. So I'll give you guys another example here, right? If I'm a senior manager today, and I go out there and I sign up my friend Jackie, well, let's say Jackie signs up as a manager. He's at 20%, I'm at 30%. What's 30 minus 20? Wow, we have a lot more smarter people here answering math questions. 10%, right? 10%, right? So if you're a senior manager right now, and you have a manager in your team, you're earning 10% commission. If you have a customer in your team, you're earning 30% commission, right? Very simple. Very simple math to understand, okay? You know, and as I mentioned earlier, the benefit of the senior manager is the fact that you can get paid on the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth level. It doesn't matter if you have 100 levels and they're just all planners, right? You're getting paid 5%, right? And that 5% adds up when you are a senior manager, right? Many senior managers know that. So if you are a planner right now, if you're a manager right now, you say, oh my gosh, I'm only getting paid my first level today, but you want to get paid on your second, third, fourth, and fifth, become a senior manager today. Get it out of the way so you can start earning the multi-generation benefit as well as a senior manager, right? And here's an example, right? Here's an example of individuals that are on your second and third level and now they get paid. But guess what? If you are a manager, you do not get paid on levels 2 and level 3 and on the open group commission, okay? So this is extra money that many of you might leave on the table. So make sure you guys are becoming senior managers to get the extra 5% as a senior manager, okay? Now let's go to team leader, right? Many of you right now are working towards becoming a team leader, which of course is your first leadership position. This is where you're at 40% base commission. This is where it gets excited. It gets exciting. I truly believe that Huyn starts at team leader. Really starts there. Because now you're opening up more parts to the compensation plan. Not only do you earn 40%, but you can also get what's called leadership match starting at team leader, okay? Your unit level, which I'm going to discuss in a little bit, goes down to 6 levels at team leader as well. But as a team leader, let's look at team leader, okay? Let's say today I'm a team leader, okay, for example, right? If I'm a team leader right now, and let's say Anna, right here, she joins and she's a senior manager. She's at 30%, I'm at 40%. What's the difference between my percentage? How much am I earning based on Anna's personal sales? How much is that? Oh, we have a lot more people speaking on this side now, right? A lot of math people here, so 10%, right? So the benefit of a team leader is, it doesn't matter if you're a senior manager or a team leader planner, I'm earning 40% minus their percentage. Very simple. But the even better benefit as a team leader is this, right? On my level 2, 3, 4, 5, you guys saw that as senior manager, you earn 5% only, right? On the multi-generation pay, right? As a team leader, you're earning the entire difference, right? 40%, even though I have a senior manager or manager or planner on my level 10, and even though there's a lot of managers and planners and senior managers in between, I'm earning 40% minus everyone's percentages, right? Which is a lot more than senior manager. So if you have a team right now, maybe you don't have a big team yet, and you want to maximize the compensation plan, you want to become a team leader as soon as possible. A lot of times people have asked me, Steve, I'm just starting out 3 months today. What's one advice you can give me? You know what I tell them? Become a team leader as soon as possible. Get out of the way. Maximize the 40%. Start earning 40% as soon as possible. Why settle for 30%? Why settle for 20%? Why settle for 10%? When the company says, here you go, 40%. Become a top retailer at team leader, you're making 50%, right? There's so much benefits at team leader. All you have to do is make a decision. Make a decision today to go out there and talk to more people and help them become managers. Help them become some managers, and you'll automatically get it done right away to become a team leader, okay? Let's talk about unique level, okay? One of my favorite parts of the conversation. Who likes the unique level part, you guys, right? Everyone that raised their hands are actually getting paid at unique level, right? People that didn't raise their hands, trust me, you'll raise your hands at the next convention, okay? Because you'll start getting unit level bonuses, okay? Unit level is amazing, okay? This is probably the second strongest part of my compensation plan because it pays every month, right? Based on individuals ordering products, right? As my business builds, based on 6 levels of my business, right? And the way that unit level works is this. On top of your retail commissions, on top of your open group commissions, company says this. Go out there, introduce Huyn to individuals at an off 6 different introduction levels. You'll get paid additional 3 to 5%. I said, hold on a second, extra 3 to 5%. So you're telling me, if I'm a team leader earning 40%, I got my top retailer at an additional 10%, 50%, and if I have Anna as a senior manager, I'm earning originally what, 10%, you guys, right? I'm earning 10% of everything that Anna does. But if on unit level, since she's on my first level, I'm getting additional 5%. So instead of 10%, I'm earning 15%. Now, can we agree that's much better than 10%, right? 100%. Now I'm telling Anna, let's get more customers. Let's go get more customers, right? I'm encouraging her, right? Because why? I'm getting additional 5%. And at level 2, right? And Anna knows Eunice, right? And Eunice signs up, and Eunice is at level 2, and she's getting customers, right? Guess what? Even though she's my level 2, I'm getting another 5%. And as a team leader, right, you're getting paid 6 levels of unit level, right? 6 levels of unit level. Now, some of you are senior managers today. Some of you are managers today as well. You're asking yourself, do I get paid 6 levels? Not yet, right? You could by getting customers and monthly retail sales every single month. Yes, you can. But as a manager, you're only getting 2 levels. As a platinum, and a senior manager is only 4 levels, right? So you're missing out on levels 5 and 6. Well, some people say, hey, Steve, I don't have a big team yet on level 5 and 6, but I really need to do your level. Well, guess what? How you do anything is how you do everything, right? Before you have a team, you got to be a leader, right? You tell people, hey, look, even though I don't have a big team yet, I'm still doing your level. I'm still getting it done. You always want to be the example. You cannot tell people to do something if you haven't done it yourself. I tell my team every time. You want others to do your level? You want others to go out there and get 1,000 SP and 10 lifetime customers with 20 or more? You do it first. You do it first, right? Always remember one thing. Be the example, okay? Be the example. You know, and here's an example. As a team leader, right? 6 levels of unit level, right? 5%, 5%, and on the last 4 is 3%. I love this part of unit level because, like I said, every month this comes in, and just based on my 6 levels, right? It's a lot of money just on that portion alone. Obviously, my team is very big under the 6 levels, but just on 6 levels alone, it's still a lot of income that comes in every single 30 days, okay? Now, here's my favorite part of the compensation plan, leadership match. This is the best part of the compensation plan, which of course many of you are on your way to experience, and of course many of you are working towards right now, but this is the best part of the compensation plan because companies as this, go out there and help others. Help others become leaders, help others become team leaders, help others become directors, and here's what they're gonna do. They're gonna reward you with compensation based on their effort, based on their income, right? I'll give you guys an example. If I'm a team leader, okay, I'm at the 40% already, and I'm going out there and talking to individuals, and let's say, for example, Brandon, he becomes a team leader, and he's directly on my personal first level. I help him become a team leader, right? He's at 40%, now I'm at 40%, we're both at 40%, right? But here's the best part. Based on Brandon's monthly income, right, as a team leader, I'm getting paid 40% based on his team leader qualification pay, right? Which is extra money for me. That's the same thing as you starting a franchise and you going out there and you're helping others create their own business as well. Think of you as a K-beauty business, K-beauty shop. You go out there, you help others start their business, help them become team leaders, and your business grows, business franchises, right? Now you have not McDonald's everywhere, but you have K-beauty Huyn shops everywhere, right? And everyone's selling ICD skincare and Multilab, right? And there's shops everywhere. And every location, you're getting that percentage. You know, I was always told at an early age, getting into entrepreneurship, they told me, Steve, you want to have leverage income. You don't want to make money based on your own personal efforts. Because when I was younger, working a job, working full time, I was always asking myself, I'm working hard, I'm working a lot of hours, but why am I always short on money? I was asking myself, what's wrong with me? Do I need a better job? Do I need to work more hours? Do I need to do 2 jobs or 3 jobs? My mentor told me, Steve, you don't need 2 jobs, you don't need 3 jobs, you don't need to work 70, 80 hours. You gotta find a system and a business where you can make leverage income, where it's not based on your own efforts, right? If you stop working, you can still get paid. What if you get sick in 20, 30 years, right? What if that happens, right? How are you gonna make money? You gotta find a business that allows you to produce income even though when you're sleeping. And here's the best part about Huyn. When you build a business globally, when you have team leaders and directors in all countries, you're making money 24/7. When I go to sleep, I'm making money. Why? Because when I wake up, already in Asia and other parts of the world, they're getting customer sales. I love sleeping. Who loves sleeping here? But even though I love sleeping, I couldn't sleep too much because I'm traveling all over the world today. But I still do love sleeping, whether I'm on the plane, whether I'm at home, because our business allows you to make income while you sleep, right? Trust me, all of you, maybe next convention will love sleeping more because maybe you'll have a business now in other countries as well, okay? So take a look at this leadership management example, okay? Now we talk about getting paid 40% off your first generation team leader, okay? What that means is this. It's not based on your personal first level responsor in that leg, in that organization, okay? The first person that becomes a team leader is your first generation, okay? Not your first level, okay? So it could be an individual that pops up in your level 5, your level 7, your level 10. That person becomes a team leader. Everybody in between are all just team managers, right? That first team leader on that leg becomes your first generation team leader, and that's when the 40% leadership match based off, okay? Now we also have what's called leadership override. Leadership override is when you become a director hire. Company says, hey, based on your entire sales, based on the entire volume of your entire director open group, meaning all the planners, all the managers, all the team managers, team leaders, right? Everybody in that organization, you can earn additional 2%, right? 2% additional on top of the 40%, right? Additional 2%, right? So if you are a director right now and you have three teams, and you have team leaders, you have planners, you have managers, on the entire group, you're earning additional 2%, okay? This is great because you're getting extra income. You're getting extra income. And the company also gives you what's called global revenue share, okay? Global revenue share allows you to earn company percentages based on the total revenue of the company. Not the profit margins, right, but total revenue sales. So every month, okay, in North America, in Asia, in different parts of the world, we take 1% of the total revenue and we split that with all the directors and hire. So when you become a director and hire, you're not only making money based on your team, your customers, right, based only on your efforts, you're also getting a percentage based on what the entire company is doing globally. So even though other individuals are not in your team, as a director and hire, you're getting these points. And the more points you get, the bigger the revenue share you earn, right? So I love the fact that Huyn does this because it allows us to, act as one family. We're always helping each other. It doesn't matter whose team you're on. As a direct and hire, it's about servant leadership. It's about going out there helping others. Even though they're not your team, even though they could be sidelined, you want to be out there and just be an active service, right? That's the best type of leader anyone can be because once you act as a servant leader, everyone's watching you. Everyone's molding you, right? So you want to be that type of leader, become a director, become a senior director, become a national director, obviously to earn the global revenue share as well. And when you become a director and hire, not only do you earn points, but when you promote directors, you also earn more points to the revenue share as well, right? And just to give you a quick example, if there's 50 directors and each director was 2 points, 100 points, if the total revenue share was, let's say, $1 million for the month, right? We would just take the $1 million, divide it by 100, and that amount will be the amount that each point is worth. So that's, let's say, for example, $1,000, and you're a director, then your revenue share is $2,000, right? Once again, you don't have to understand everything today, but understand that Huyn really pays people out. A lot of times people have to see what's so different between Huyn's compensation plan and this other compensation plan. People always ask that question, what's so different about our compensation plan and others, right? Well, you saw the beginning part of the compensation plan, right? The planner, the manager, the team manager. It allows affiliates, it allows influencers, it allows social media people, right? Content creators, right? Just to earn that 10, 20, 30%. They're happy at planner, manager, team manager. They don't want to be a team leader or something. They're happy at 10%. They're happy at 20%. We give the people the option to stay as a planner, manager, team manager. Only if you want to become a team leader, we give you the option as well. When someone goes, hey, I love doing sales, I love building team, well then team leaders for you. When someone's saying, hey Steve, I want to do something bigger. I want to be building teams in multiple countries, right? I want to have larger organizations. Well, that means directors for you as well, right? So we have this amazing compensation plan that allows you, right, to go out there and share with all types of people. Our compensation plan is so universal, right? And I'm going to share with you this video.
What if I told you success looks like nothing at first? Year 1, nothing. You believe. Year 2, nothing. You show up. You grind. Year 3, nothing. Results are still quiet. Year 4, still nothing. This is where leaders are tested. Most people quit here. They don't fail, they leave. They walk away before the roots break through. Year 5. But in year 5, it grows 80 feet. Did it grow in weeks or 5 years? Suddenly everyone sees the growth. That's business. That's leadership. Leaders don't chase applause. Leaders build foundations. Leaders understand that roots grow in silence. Your roots are every conversation, follow-ups, every events, every person you help win that builds your roots. Planners, managers, senior managers, they are all bamboo trees. You don't see the height yet, but don't mistake invisible for ineffective, because later, you'll see them rise to TLs, directors, senior directors. national directors, and everyone will think it happened overnight. It didn't. It was discipline. It was consistency. It was leadership. So if you're in year 1, 2, 3, or 4, good. You're building something most people don't have the patience for. Stay planted. Stay dangerous. Stay consistent. Stay long enough to see the bamboo grow within you.
Right. And that video, depicts how we build rebound. Just like how a bamboo tree, you don't see it grow to 80 feet after 5 years, right? A lot of times we build rebound, we talk to people, we have pop-ups, we sign up new planners and managers, and you're excited, but at the same time you're wondering, why isn't my person running? Why aren't they becoming team managers? Why aren't they going out work a little bit harder, right? Understand right now, you are planting your seeds right now, right? You're planting your seeds. The person next to you right now, sitting next to you right now, could be your future national director. They could be that person, right? They could be your next director. They could be your next team leader, your next director. People are, sometimes everyone has a time where it could be 1 year, 2 years, or maybe longer. But I'm telling you right now, if you stay focused, stay consistent, you keep building your business, doing the right activities to grow your business, your partners, eventually, they become team leaders. They become directors, they become senior directors, they become national directors. It's just doing the thing over and over and over again until it happens, right? So let's make sure this weekend we go out there, we plant a lot of seeds. Let's go out there after the convention and do many, many pop-ups, many Zoom calls, many social media contents. Let's plant a lot of seeds out there. Let's water these seeds. And I'm telling you all right now, all of your business will grow like those bamboo trees and have an amazing organization at our next convention. Guys, thank you so much. We'll see you guys at the next one.